What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. I hope you're having an awesome Christmas. Mine is a lot better now that I'm here kicking back with you. But trip out on this, man. You get right into it. I was 18 years old and I had my first real girlfriend, steady, permanent. And I was her first real boyfriend, first real love type trip. We'd spend a lot of time together and meet each other's parents and all that beeswax. We really got together, I guess, like the beginning of October or so Christmas rolls around. We can go spend Christmas with her and her family. Go over there, open up gifts Christmas Eve. Her mom gives me this real nice leather jacket. Looked like straight Maverick from Top Gun. It was a flight jacket, a bomber jacket. It was brown. Leather is dope, dude. Expensive, nice jacket. Fit great. Loved it. Thank you for the jacket. Then one of my homeboys hit me up. He wanted to go to this pad. Someone had stole some shit from him. He wanted to break in this pad, steal his stuff back. The people at this pad were gone, out experiencing Christmas with their family. Be the perfect time. Let's go in there. Help me go in there and get the stuff. So I go pick him up. We go over there. We get in. I'm walking through the house, and I walk through this doorway. And from the doorway, this fool had a cane, like a walking cane, hanging from the doorway on a piece of string that he'd sprayed with kind of clear lacquer. I don't know if he stained it or sanded it, what he did with his cane, but I know what he did do was spray it with a gang of lacquer. And it was still wet. I walked right into it with my nice brown leather bomber jacket from mother-in-law, and it covered the whole jacket, dude. I walked into it, bam, now I had a stripe. Like, damn, dude, wow. Can't believe I didn't see it. That cane, it was like in my peripheral, that one little blind spot we all have. That's why you should never change the lanes without looking over your shoulders. Be that as it may, damn, dude, oh. Then he's like, that's evidence. He's like, we have to go back to my pad and you have to wad that in a ball. He's like, throw it away. I said, I can't throw it away. I just got it for Christmas. He's like, no, just like, we're going to have to take it and wad it in a ball, put it in a trash bag, and, go to my grandma's house, like, bury it in a shed. You can't be that guy that as soon as they see you, they're going to know that you bumped into his cane. It's a cane thing. Who else has a wet hanging cane? How are you going to play it off? You can't get it off. What are you going to say? What are you going to do? I'm just like, fuck. So then, since it was cold out, we did go by his house, hide the jacket. I just had a t-shirt, some kind of flimsy shirt under that jacket. He gave me a different old beat-up jacket to wear, and I go back to the families at Christmas, come walking in. Thought I could play it off. Where's the eggnog? Walk in, hey babe, be all cool. How's everyone? So then I walked in without that jacket, and this new one on. I think it was like a Rams jacket, football jacket. Like bright yellow and blue. Like this. Everyone's like, probably noticed. I didn't play nothing off. Where's your jacket? Where's your jacket? Mom got you. I was like, oh, I got hot. Got hot. This is like the coldest day Bakersfield has had in 10 years. Like a record cold. What do you mean you got hot? I took it to the dry cleaners because I wanted them to spray it with like an overspray so they can never get dirty again. They're open on Christmas Eve. Well, this one was. It was open for like a 5-minute window when I walked by. They're just there counting receipts, and if I submit the jacket right then and there, I was lying my ass off. Oh, I let them dudes and they're catching me lies. I was spending a new one because tripped out, didn't know what to say. I didn't say I bumped into a cane. They're mad. Mom took it personal. Oh, you don't like the jacket? It's a nightmare. Hope that story translated well to you. Sometimes, even though it was devastating to me, you might be thinking, so what? You bumped into a cane with the jacket. Big deal. It was a big deal, though. It was gnarly. I never did tell the old lady about that. I never did see that jacket again. I don't know what the fuck happened. But, yeah, it was stressful. Be that as it may, though, man. The parole officer's pad. When I lived with the parole officer, told that story. I'm sure most of you guys know that. I ended up scouting on parole, moving in with the dude who worked at the parole office. Took his pad over. Whenever the cops came and raided, when parole raided that pad, it was just like about a handful of days before Christmas. What happened was, I had this girlfriend, and she had this little temporary seasonal job at a dollar store. And so she had like a 20-hour check coming. And so she'd been at my house for a couple of days. We were like arguing, whatever. And she had like another boyfriend. She had a drama. But she stayed with me at the parole officer's pad for a couple of days. Then she's like, hey, I gotta get this 20-hour check from the dollar store. I take her there and I sit out front in the parking lot. She pulled a maneuver, ghosted me before it was even a thing. She went in and got the check and came out some side door. Yeah, I got the chuck too. Got the check and got the chuck and got the fizzuck out of there. I'm sitting out there in the parking lot for days, like getting straight, hanging like wet laundry, left hanging like a set of nuts, sitting in this freaking car. Finally, I figured out. She ditched me. So I take off. But she didn't even go home, so now her family's looking for her. Like, where's she at? So her grandma calls me. Do you know where she's at? Or what? I go, no, I don't know, and I don't give a fuck. And hang up. Well, she has this crazy uncle. He PC'd it up in the shoe, but he's still crazy. Even more crazy now because he wants to prove to people that he's still crazy. You know, he pieced him the shoe. He's stab happy. He's on a sick one. He can't fight for nothing. Like, you know, but hey, he is stab happy and he's crazier and shit. So he calls me up. Cause I basically told her grandma, which is his mom, like, no, I don't know where she's at. I don't give a fuck. So he calls me up. You cussed my mom? And I was like, no, I told her I don't give a luck. It's a saying. It's an Irish saying. I don't really understand it either, but, you know, don't kill the messenger. I was just trying to bring tidings, good joy and cheer. You know, I don't know what the luck. I don't know where the luck she is. It's a blessing. He got pissed off. He wasn't buying. He's like, I'm going to come over there. I'm going to rip you apart. I was a rip or cut. It does make a difference. Ripping you apart, fool. It's like, all right, damn. So he's calling my house talking about shit. Next day, the parole officer's going to leave. He's taking off. And I say, you might as well drop me out the homeboy Tommy Bum's pad. Because I was expecting trouble. I was expecting that dude to come with some of his homeboys to the pad. Oh, because he told me too. He's like, I'm going to come through and rip you apart. And I made the sarcastic remark, you know, rip or cut. Because he's so stab happy. He didn't like that. He's like, no, I'm going to do both. He's like, I'm coming through. I didn't think he knew where I lived. Like, yeah, go for it. He's like, I know where you're at. You're in that mobile home park off Mount Vernon. And I was like, what? No. We moved clear across town. We live like about 14 miles east of that. No, we haven't been there for days. Damn, he knows where my pad's at. Fizzuk. Snarf. The PO has to drop me off at Time Bomb's pad. Hang out with Time Bomb all day. The parole officer gets off work, comes and picks me up. We go back to the pad. And I do see a white van in front and off to the side with a couple of dudes in it. But I didn't really trip on it. I should have been. I should have left right then and there. We should have not even went home. Should have left. They would not have gave chase. But I was looking for homeboys. I thought they'd send hitters. I did not think they'd send the cops. They damn sure did. So that's when the damn pad gets raided. And the worst part about it is when parole raided it, and they're just so bitter and mad because I just finagled them. Here I am running from parole. They're looking for me, and I'm living right under their nose with the parole officer's pad. So they tell me to take off all my clothes and start putting it in a bag. That thing I do, like I did something that was so foul and gnarly, they're going to send it off to the crime lab and start plucking fibers off. Had me second guessing, like, damn, what did I do that you would need my clothes? I'm thinking, oh, you're just trying to, like, get over on me now because now I'm in my boxers and it's a couple days before Christmas. You're going to take me to jail like this? No, we can't take in your boxers. Put this on. Paper suit. Suicide suit, a blue one. And that's why I'm going to get my mug shots pretty soon. For all of you guys in Bakersfield, Kern County who have asked me, I put a community tab saying I'm getting my mug shots and post them and I'm going to run the stories on them. I seen an article where the Kern County Sheriff said if you're arrested by the sheriff, Kern County Sheriff, come to the sheriff station on Norris for $5, get your mug shots. I'm going to get that mug shot. I mean, not suicide. And you'd be surprised how many people said to me, I remember you. I was in the holding tank when you were wearing that thing. True, the holding tank does fill up with like 50 people at times. But, I mean, it does get full, but I mean, how could I have bumped into 20 of them over the years? Oh, I remember you. Someone walk up and goes, you look familiar. I go, let me guess. You saw me in the blue suicide suit in the motherfucking holding tank. Fizzuk. So yeah, that's what happened there, man. But, hang on. Oh, yeah. So anyways, like I said, they raided. Took me to jail a couple days before Christmas. I thought since it was prior to Christmas that I would not catch a chain to Wasco. Since I had no charges, it's a straight violator, I could go to Wasco like right away. That Tuesday or Thursday, you catch a chain, you're out of there. But I was kicking heroin so bad. I was like, I hope the holidays messed up the chain. I just want to sit here in this cell in Kern County Jail and not go nowhere for a while. And my cellie was a trip, man. You know what I do? Since I was in the top rack, but I was so weak from kicking, I couldn't even climb up there. I would take my mattress and put it on the floor and just sit on the floor. And my cellie's right there on the bottom rack. But he liked to pace. He'd do a hard time over his old lady, telling me all the same stories over and over about this and that and stuff. And so I'd have to pick my mattress up so he could pace, but not get on his bed. He wouldn't care. Like, he'd kick it on my rack, you know. So I would lay there. One time I nodded off, fell asleep. And when you're kicking heroin, you get like these little 5-minute naps. And your whole body will you'll sweat 5 buckets. It's your body's way of pushing it all out. Things you can count on when you're kicking. Sneezing 15 times in a row and catching a 5-minute nap and just wake up covered with sweat. And that's what happened. He was kind of like disappointed. He was bummed out. He's like, because I woke up and his whole rack was soaking wet. He's like, dude, leg sweat? Never heard no one sweat from the leg. I was like, well, you can't be mad, homeboy. You said I can lay there and kick it while you pace. He's like, I know, but it's like, leg sweat? I'll be doing laundry tomorrow anyway. Who gives a physic? But, where was I even going with this one, man? Oh, yeah, so I did catch a chain, though. To my surprise. They came basically, they got me like the 23rd December or something. I couldn't believe it. Took me to Wasco like just a couple days before Christmas. And I get in there, and if you see my story, jumped over a bad call. That happened just Christmas Eve. Because I remember on Christmas going to the doctor for my broken nose after getting jumped. And the doctor bitching and complaining, like, I don't want to be here. I hate it here. And I was like, how do you think I feel? I don't want to be here either, man. So, be that as it may, though. But also, I'll tell you another time I saw a vehicle. Remember, when I came back with Time Bomb's pad, I did see that white van. Those cops sitting in it, watching the house, waiting for us to pull in and take a raid. Like I said, didn't think none of it. I was looking for homeboys, not cops. Another time, though, I did see cops watching the house again, is when I did that stabbing. And I did that, and that incident took place, and that assault. The knife I used was so badass. It was a gift. It was a dagger. It was not an open to show. It was like a big dagger, and it was porcelain. The handle on the sheath was like a leaf, had like a snake wrapping around it, and it was a big old thing. And this dude gave it to me at the apartment I had just lived in. Why he gave it to me was to lock my door. Because I was saying, dude, I need like a door lock. And there's a lot of people in and out of my pad. I'd be in my room. I'd want my door locked. And he gave me this big old knife. I said, dude, put it in the crease in front of your door, and you won't be able to open it. Sure enough, use that big knife as a lock, door lock. That incident ended up happening. Stabbed the guy. Came back to Amber's pad. We're on her apartment talking about it. One of the homeboys grabs my knife and takes it and throws it away. And I'm looking for it. I'm like, hey, what happened to my knife? And dude's I threw it away. I go, why? It was a gift. I wanted to like it. And if I get caught, they already know. They know. Like that knife is, watch too much CSI. It's not like they're going to take the knife and piece me to the crime using that piece of evidence. Don't work like that. I need my knife back, whether I get caught or not. I'll put it at grandma's house, have it when I get out. I need that thing. When I'm out in the trash in the alley getting it, I see a car down there. White van. 2 dudes in it. But I was totally distracted on this chick. Is why I did not notice that. Because the night before that incident took place, I was in the bathroom shaving. I happened to look out my window, the bathroom window, and it looks down on like 17th Street. Which is a bunch of apartments. It's pretty busy, downtown Bakersfield. And I see a girl sitting in her car crying. I'm like, dang, this girl, how come this girl's in her car crying? So I ended up tripping on that. Then the next day, on the way to go confront those people, that's why the stabbing took place. What happened was, why the stabbing took place, in case you didn't know, is I had a girlfriend, but she had another boyfriend. She's like 2 times on both of us. Well, she was in my pad, and we were getting in a big old fight, and I was telling her she couldn't come back. And I had bought a lot of stuff for her, but I'd make her keep that stuff with me. But I was like, look, here, all the stuff I bought for you, you no longer have to keep it with me because I don't want to see you no more. Put it in a backpack, take the shit, and kick rocks. But before she could leave with the backpack, we ended up getting in a fight, and she just left without the backpack. In the heat of the moment, it's like, took off. So then later, she thought it'd be a good idea. She recalled, oh, what about that backpack he filled full of my shit so that I could have it? So I'm gone. She comes by and finagles my roommate. Let me in. Splinter filled up a backpack full of my stuff. It's right there. I need to get it. He let her have it. So I came home. He's like, hey, I hope I didn't make a big mistake-o. But that chick came by and let her have the backpack. I'm like, damn, dude, why'd you give that to her? My bad. She finagled me. Said it was hers. It didn't look like her stuff. Whatever. So then I knew that she had a drug, she had like a dirty test, she had to do like a drug class, Prop 36 I call it, and I knew she was going to be at the Prop 36 class. I wanted to go there and confront her, and that's when dude walked out, punched me in the back of the head. I pulled a knife, someone said he has a knife, he tried to run, tripped and fell. I looked at him like he's, Tom and Jerry, when Tom and Jerry's hungry, and all of a sudden Jerry turns into a big piece of chicken. I looked at him, he looked like a bullseye, like a lame bullseye there. Anyway, be that as it may, whatever happened. On the way there though, is when I see that chick that was crying. And I say, hey, I saw you in your car crying last night. Because I watched you. She said, you watched me in my car crying? I was like, yeah. She goes, how long? I was like, well, long enough to make my neck hurt from doing that. She's like, okay. And I was like, so where do you live anyway? What's your number? What are we going to do tonight? And I was like, why were you crying? And she said, because my boyfriend broke up with me. And I was like, dude, what's wrong with him? He's an idiot. I'm like perfect rebound material. That dude, the J-Cat, what's wrong with him? I was impressing her a little bit, I thought, but then we were talking, and that's when the homeboy said, come on, we have to go. Because the Prop 36 class was like at 10:15. I wanted to go there and confront her and whatever. He's like, come on, he was going to give me a ride there. So I had to end the conversation with this girl. Didn't even get to find out she lived in those apartments, which one. I didn't get to tell her where I was at. But when we come back from that incident, I noticed she's swimming. She's down there swimming, and I'm thinking she has to be swimming because she didn't get a chance to tell me what apartment she was in or find out what apartment I'm in. She knows I'm in this apartment complex. She's putting herself on blast. I'm asking around, dude, can boxers double as a swimsuit? Is that still cool? Is that, can I parlay like that? Can I wear these fucking boxers, dude? Can I jump in, a skinny dip in the thing? Do you have a towel? Or drip drying, pretty cool. I gotta get in that pool. That's when he threw my knife away, and I walked down to get it, came back up, got my knife, went in the apartment, next thing I know, I got a freaking gun in my face. Because those cops in that van saw me. Get in the trash can. Bring the knife back up. So, whatever. Also, hang on, I gotta do this. I wish I... Oh, you know what I gotta start doing? I'm looking at the time. These videos are 25 minutes long. How am I gonna know it's 25 minutes as I look at the clock? My eyes have got so bad, it's like this small. I need to start keeping time, my own watch. So instead of put my glasses on looking at that, I can just go like this. Or I could put it on my ankle, the watch, and I'll go like this. And be able to see what time it is. I got, dude, full of ideas. Like light bulb, bling. So, paroled from Wasco Yard. Just a couple days before Christmas. With some jacked up Velcro shoes. Someone gave me these shoes when I showed up at Wasco Yard. And they're Velcro and they're gray. Ugly as the day is long. But better than working out in your boots. And I didn't have enough time to have people send me shoes. It's like, I'll wear these shoes to work out, walk the yard in. When it's time to go, I try to get the shoes back. And they're like, I never want to see those things again in my life. I was like, give them to a new guy. Give them to somebody. Everyone's like, no. They don't, not my size. I don't want them. Get those out of here. Relieve the prison of those burdensome shoes. So I put them on. I wear them out. And now I'm on a bus. I got a ride from CDC, the prison, to the Greyhound. And now I'm taking a get bus to the Via Plaza with my gate money. And call some friends, get some new clothes, some new shoes. I'm sitting on the bus and I see two girls staring at me. I'm like, whoa, they're really just checking me out. And they're giggling back and forth. I'm like, damn, I'm like, what is this? I'm eye candy today for these guys. They're just, it's like magic. As soon as you're paroled, the girls are on you. It's just like, it's a phenomenon. Because the last time I got out, same situation on a bus, there's some girl staring at me. This girl got up though, and she walked up and handed me a handful of condoms. And like these little tubes, they ripped the top off and like a liquid Vaseline, like a lubricant or something. Gave me some lubricant and condoms and went and sat down. Like balls in your court. And that's where the ball sat and wilted. Because I didn't know what to say. I was straight speechless. I just, thank you. This is a cool color. Oh, these durable. It's pretty durable. This stuff looks slippery. So I didn't know what to say. I think she did end up coming up and writing her number down on my, when you're parole from prison, you have your like manila envelope with all your like papers and other stuff. So I think her number ended up on there, but man, I just lost it, dude. I didn't know what to say. So I'm not going to make this mistake. And now there's two girls, not one. So I walk up, hey, what's up? How you guys doing? Not too bad, they say. And those are some ugly ass fucking shoes. I go, oh, no. These are not my shoes. But these shoes? These shoes are not my shoes. My shoes I lost last summer when I was getting devoured by a canine dog named Sharkmouth. Corporal Sharkmouth. You ever heard of him? I mean, looks like a crocodile. He bit me, this canine did. Sorry if I lost track of my shoes. I was getting chased by the cops and more important things to think about. When you know it, after prison and I leave with these things on. They're not mine. I'm on my way to replace them. So let me get them digits. Like, no thanks. And I was like, I didn't want them anyway. I'm just practicing on you. So, a couple days before Christmas, I go to my mom's pad. We go to my family's. It's like Christmas. Hi, Chris is out. And I'm talking to everybody and stuff, visiting. Then we go back to my mom's house. And I think it's the next day I want to borrow her car. Because there's this girl that like 8 months previous to this, I just did like 8 months in prison, maybe 7 months and 3 weeks. So like right before I went to prison, this girl was showing some interest in me. Wanted me to come over. I was not interested at all. Didn't want to go over. She's like telling me, I got mad at myself. She's trying to tell me her address. I'm blah blah. She's like, oh, this number there. Oh, okay, I'll be there. What, the blue apartment? Blowing her off. And now here I'm 8 months later, like, where does she live? What the fuck did she say? 7130? Or was it 19? I could find it. It's the blue ones on the corner, because now I'm interested. Like a mofo. It's the last girl showing me interest on the streets. I'm out. Feeling some type of way. Do you remember me? So, I was trying to find her freaking pad, and I couldn't even find it. I borrowed my mom's car. Goes, hey, do you still want to hang out? Couldn't find her pad. It was a bust. So went to some of the homeboys' pad. We hung up. I'm getting all loaded. And I call my mom. She's mad. She's like, you bring my car back now. You said you're going to the store. I said, no. I said I was going to my friend's house. Stay all night. Sleep on the floor. I can't come home, Mom. I'm scared. I'm scared to drive. I got too high. She says, come home now. I said, no. I'm more nervous than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. There's no way I could drive. I'm terrified. Too many cops. I'm an oil guy. I got loaded. I just got out. Okay, I drew my freedom for a little bit. So, yeah. Mom's mad. I end up coming back with the car the next day. She kicks me out completely. She's mad about the car thing. I brought it back in one piece. So then I ended up moving in with my cousin. And that is how I ended up snowboarding in a wetsuit. That's how I ended up snowboarding in a wetsuit. Now look, I know I told some of, I know I told a story before. So I'm not going to tell it again, but the wetsuit. but I can hit it from another angle. And then plus I know like a lot of these stories, like the wetsuit, or when I did the removal, and Soledad, or like the stabbing I'm talking about, a lot of stuff I told 1.5 to 2 years ago. And I know, for instance, Annie from Australia. What's up, Annie from Australia? I know she probably hasn't heard the wetsuit story, or a lot of these new subscribers. So I'm just asking a lot of the older subs who've been here since day one to take one for the team if I kind of like have to brush over something. Because I do want a lot of the newer subs to hear some of those old stories. But I won't tell it the exact same way. But as far as the wetsuit, I did snowboard in it. So I moved in with my cousin after my mom booted me out. He's like, you can move in. He's like, I'm leaving though. He's going, I'm going to Lake Tahoe to go snowboarding. You want to go by any chance? Who does a bear shit in the woods? Who, me? Do I? Yes, dude. I love to do stuff like that. So he's like, all right. And remember, we went to his closet, and there was an O'Neill brown and black wetsuit hanging from a hanger. He's like, this is what you're going to wear. And in hindsight, he was like apologizing and testing the waters. Like, would that be fine? Me, I know nothing about snowboarding except it's fun, and that I would enjoy to do it. Other than that, I know nothing about it. Nothing. But we're going to go on a mountain to stand on something and come down. Like, do I even care what I wear? Again, I mean, could I just be like Steve-O from Jackass, straight do it in the birthday suit and a jockstrap? I don't care what I wear. Why you're shooting BB guns at me? Dude, I'm going to go down a mountain like on a piece of board. Skate down a mountain on some snow, dude. I'm game. This is what I wear. Decent. So put it in a duffel bag he gave me along this snowboard I was going to, and we're game. Let's go. I drive with some people that I don't even know. He went separately with a friend of his in a little truck. So now I'm with some people I don't know. We end up going to Sacramento. We're going to stay the night. I do not know these people at all. We're on our way to Lake Tahoe, though, so I guess I'll meet him there. My cousin, I'm with this group. I don't know. And we all get drunk in Sacramento at an apartment, and these girls start fighting, so we have to leave, go to a motel, and it's a windy-ass road. I'm like, dude, can you find a more windier road? Is this a mountain? What is this, a highway? Dude, it's like so windy. And I'm in the very, very back of the Suburban. I have to throw up because we've been drinking. It's a windy road, and everyone's smoking their cigarettes. And as soon as the smoke would dissipate, I could barely breathe. I would straight up, it'd be like, I'd hear, like, damn, not another cigarette. And it was just like, dude, I'm dying back here in the back of the Suburban on this windy road. Finally, I had to throw up, so I just take my beanie off. I threw up in it, and I just held it like this. And they're like, someone puked, someone puked. I don't tell on myself, boy. I just don't do it. I don't care if I'm caught red-handed. I'm not going to tell on myself. I'm not saying anything. Who puked? I turn the radio and who puked? No one to talk about. When we get to the motel, they all start piling out. I'm the last to get out. I just check my beanie. Who cares? Boom, that's gone. No one knows anything. We all go in, we crash, we wake up in the morning. You threw up in the back of Suburban. You threw up all over your shirt. I'm like, oh, it was me. Damn, could you guys help me find my beanie? Be that as it may. It was all great. We're up there and it's time to go snowboarding. Hey everyone, we're going to hit the mountain. Let's go. Break out your gear. And that's when I get out the wetsuit. My cousin gave me a Bakersfield and put in a duffel bag. This is O'Neill, brown and black, matched my eyes. I put it on, we hit the thing, and no one told me anything. I got some funny looks, but I kept going the mountain, dude, and I was going so fast, I'd get scared and I'd purposely fall down. And before you know it, I had icicles hanging from my beanie. It was the weirdest thing. I did not think the icicles would grow from your beanie. There's more to it. Basically, that's what happened there. And I'm obsessed with knowing how long this fucking video is. And my cousin, he came out of the closet by staying in the closet, is what happened. We get to this big 3-story cabin in Lake Tahoe. We all arrived there. My cousin picks this little tiny room at the very bottom of the basement. Him and his homeboy go in there, and they stayed there the whole 5 days, in it. That's how he came out of the closet, was by like staying in the closet to get my drift, because they stayed there the whole time. And was asking me like, dude, your cousin, we come here to Lake Tahoe, and him and his buddy are just holed up in a very small little basement room just for 5 days. That's them. What are they doing? Hide the hot dog? What's her cracking? Dude, I don't know. Ask him. I have no idea. I'm just want to know why I just snowboarded in wetsuit, and then you guys told me till we got back. It was gnarly. So I don't know what the hell happened to him, man. And I ended up going to his house, and I was getting ready to get a settlement, and I thought he was trying to work me. He wanted my whole settlement, and he was going to give me $500 a week, so he was going to invest the rest. I'm like, Charlie Holmes, I just looked like this, dog. So, and then I was driving a Silverado Z71 truck, and I would take it through the car wash, and I got it stuck. And I couldn't get out of that motherfucker, dude. And someone came walking up, people were like, let me get it unstuck for you. And I was like, no, because you're going to get unstuck and drive off. I would. No. And every time I tried to get unstuck, I was just scratched up more and more. Finally, I let someone take it out, and I gave the truck back and moved out. Sorry. Sometimes things end terribly. But anyway, hey, Merry Christmas. I am thinking about going live tonight. I think it'll be awesome. Last couple lives have been great. Do a lot of guitar playing. I think I'll play some Christmas songs. Rudolph, Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty, whatever. Maybe we could twist them. We could play the lyrics, whatever. Keep the melody the same. I don't know. Do something crazy off the wall. And I keep reaching for my glasses. And next time I do a video, I'm going to keep tracking my watch. You watch. I'm going to put my watch on my ankle, and I'll be able to tell what time it is like this. I'm not playing. Cut the string, let it fly. Peace.